what are you doing here? Like, why are you here?
Why are you here? Like, what? What is the goal?
What is the point?
There's no answer.
There's no answer. And I think that that's what we're meant to believe.
Happy new moon. And Gemini.
We love the Gemini.
Not last year, the year before. Maybe I've said this on this podcast, but it was Gemini season 2023. Maybe it was 2024. And I was making eggs.
Oh, that's right. And
I had 2 eggs that had 2 yolks.
That's right.
And I did take a video of it so that I would remember.
I feel like I've seen that video.
Yeah, I was like, what in the Gemini season is going on?
I know.
Because I was like, I don't even know if that ever happened to me ever. Like 2 yolks and an egg.
I don't think I've ever had that or seen that. I mean, I saw it on I think you posted it, but.
Speaking of eggs, my best friend has a pet lizard, an iguana. And every year she goes through her cycle and she lays about 30 to 40 something eggs.
Wait.
And that's what's happening right now.
Wait, what?
What's wild is when she first got the iguana, she found it in Eagle Rock, which, by the way, they are not native to LA, so it was like somebody's pet and they lost it. Who knows? We thought it was a male. So the whole time we thought it was a male, and then one day she got like really big and she was like really moody and weird, and then all of a sudden she started laying eggs. And this was like 7 years after she had her. And then we figured out that Puff was in fact a girl lizard.
What happens with the eggs?
So it's like, because it's got to be fertilized, so they're not fertile eggs, but it's almost like a chicken laying an egg outside of their body, and then she throws them out, but they're not babies unless they get fertilized. They're nasty.
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life.
Do you want to see a picture of it?
No, absolutely not.
They're soft.
Absolutely not. This is
I keep
so
trying to get her to eat them. I'm like, I fucking dare you to eat them. And some cultures, they do eat the iguana eggs.
Rue just recently said she was like, when I turn 5, can I get a pet? And then she asked for either a hamster or a lizard. And I was like, but no.
Where is she getting this from?
I don't know. I bet you they talk about them at school. Abso-fucking-lutely not.
No.
We will not be having that at my house.
And it's almost like she's like on her period, before. She's like moody and bitchy and PMSing. And then she lays a bunch of eggs. It's a wild time.
Oh.
It's wild.
My God.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll take this whole thing out. So yeah, that's a little story about eggs. Today is June 14th. The sun is in Gemini.
Yes.
The moon is in Gemini.
Yes.
And as we know, Uranus is in Gemini.
That's right.
What a time to be alive. Any of my millennials out there, we've gone through it.
Uranus is in Gemini.
Upheaval, change, AI.
Uranus is squaring the nodes on June 12th. Well, that just happened. Nodes of fate.
And the nodes are in Virgo, Pisces still?
Yes, okay. That's right.
Okay. And so that usually brings things up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uranus meaning like the disruptor. So probably you've been dealing with some disruption.
I imagine.
I mean, I'm just wondering when things get easier. I had a student 2 nights ago. She came to class. She takes my class regularly, and she's just like, I'm like, how's it going? You know, I try to like be light about how are you. I feel like that can be kind of an annoying question when you're not well. And she was just like, I just want to know, like, when are things going to get easier? And I was like, I don't know.
Literally.
I don't know.
I actually don't know.
It's heavy out there.
I actually don't know. And you know what? I think that for me, it might just be easier to not try to figure it out.
Yeah. Because what are you going to do with, how would it change your approach? If things are bad and you know when they're going to get easier, I guess, does it change how you would approach things?
I don't know if it would.
I don't either. I mean, because at the end of the day, we all got to get through it. We all got to cope. Oh,
Yeah.
phone's ringing.
Oh.
Do you want me to get it?
Please.
Okay. Hello? Oh. Hey, Court.
Yes.
The universe called.
What did they say?
All we can do is keep breathing.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Why did the universe say that?
We gotta just take a breath.
Yeah, we do.
That's actually from that Ingrid Michaelson song.
Yeah, I love
You know
that
that
song.
one?
Oh, you
All
know I
that
do.
I know is I'm breathing.
All I can do is keep breathing. No, you
All
know.
we can do is keep breathing. Now. It like
No, you know I know that song. Any yoga teachers out there, you know that song.
You know
'cause
you've been
done
putting
played
it
that
on
song. You know you
pigeon
didn't play that
pose.
song. You know you didn't play that song.
you're like at the end, you're like, just let go and exhale.
Oh my gosh, yes. That is a quintessential yoga.
I remember
class
hearing that
song.
once on like a Grey's Anatomy episode too, and it really
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Like it was like a really difficult time, and it came on, and I was like, "This is hitting for me."
Yeah, that's for sure like a definite like TV show
Yeah, because it's so
staple.
What I love about those lyrics, like she just keeps saying, "All we can do is keep breathing," over and over, and it almost feels like a mantra. And it's so simple. It's so simple. I feel like, you know, sometimes as a teacher and yoga teachers out there, I feel you. It's like we are always looking for inspiration. We're always looking for, why are we teaching this today? You know, what is it that we want to say? What do we want to leave people with? And I think that sometimes you just don't have anything super poignant. But you know what? You can always go back to the breath.
Yeah. Well, I think even to broaden it, it's not even just for yoga teachers. I think even just for the layman. What does that even mean? But like just for anybody, I personally, I do happen to teach yoga, but even when I take myself out of the context of like being a yoga teacher and just being a human moving through the world, I am really, I think, struggling to find inspiration to be like move forward, to feel motivated, to like keep fighting the good fight, or to like, you know, keep caring. Not that I don't care, but it's like I'm exhausted, and
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
and I sometimes am just like, what the fuck do I even do? Like, how do I even push forward? And I think what we're speaking to today is inspiration, and how do we find it when it feels like we're lacking it, as teachers, as just humans in general. Going to inspiration, we were looking up the word and tracing it back to its roots. The Latin word inspire.
Inspire.
That's definitely not the way it's pronounced, so we're gonna say that.
I'm like, inspire.
We're not Latin.
Listen, I didn't go to Catholic school. I didn't
But
go
you
to
know
Latin.
what? Do you know that play Catholic Schoolgirls? Do you remember that? Oh my gosh, it was such a big thing when I was like in high school, because it was a lot of different monologues, and it was like all these like Catholic schoolgirls and like their monologues, and
How did I miss it?
I don't know, but you should go.
I was doing
find
Angels
it.
in America.
You should find it. It's some really fun monologues, but I feel like you would play like a bad girl. Don't you think that? Comment below if you think that Natalie would play a bad girl.
She's not wrong.
A bad girl in Catholic high school.
She's not wrong. People are like, do you party? I'm like, I'm retired.
Yeah.
Because I did a lot in high school.
Exactly.
Like, I was at my friend's wedding shower last weekend, and her mom introduced us to, like, the family and friends, and she was like, these are Marina's wild friends from high school. And I was like, oh,
wow, that's your reputation, huh?
It precedes us. Anyway.
Okay, so the Latin word inspire, which we are definitely mispronouncing, it means to breathe or blow into. So this makes a lot of sense that we are speaking about the breath today in association with inspiration. When we are feeling that we are lacking inspiration, sometimes the best thing to do is just to come back to the breath. Because quite literally, to find inspiration is to breathe.
Yeah. It's almost like saying it's not all up to us. Mm. It's not all what's coming from inside. It's also what's outside of us. Mm. And taking in what's around you.
Well, I love that you say that, because then the word spirit, which also is associated with inspiration, tracing that back to its roots, the Latin noun spiritus literally means breath, breathing, or the breath of life.
I didn't know that.
So when we are, again, feeling like we're lacking inspiration, when I am feeling that my spirit is almost like being pressed down upon,
like heavy,
we come back to the breath.
I mean, it makes me also think about the koshas a little bit, and how, you know, like the pranamaya kosha, that's like the second layer of being. So the koshas are almost like, think of them as like Russian nesting dolls of like the layers of who we are. And it's like our energetic body is ruled by prana. It's kind of dictated by the breath. And breath in yoga is meant to move prana. So like the breath helps the prana flow. It makes me also think about the nadis.
Yeah, totally. It's how you move energy through the body. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so like when, like I feel like the heaviness that you're speaking to, things feeling heavy or whatever, is also like a feeling of being stuck. And so it's like, how do we unstick ourselves? How do we get out of this feeling of being stuck? We move things. Like, I think a lot of Eastern medicine, right, in general, when we're talking about Chinese medicine or Ayurvedic or anything like that, is very often talking about like changing stagnation, moving things. If we think about feng shui, even like helping things flow. It's like water that's like not moving in a pond starts to grow a bunch of gunk in it. We gotta get things moving.
Yeah. And one of the, I'd say, the most accessible ways that we can move energy through our body is to manipulate our breath.
Yeah. And breathing in like the scientific, like geeky way, you know, there's the correct way to breathe and then the incorrect way to breathe. Not to be so, I don't know, rigid about it, but if we are breathing improperly, it can really affect so many systems in your body negatively, including your nervous system, which Gemini is ruled by the lungs and the shoulders, but because it's so related to the breath, Gemini is also connected to the nervous system.
Yep.
And so if we're like breathing from here in like a shallow way, we are telling our nervous system that we're not okay.
Yeah, fight or flight.
Because our body doesn't know the difference, right? It doesn't know. And so, like, we want to be breathing from our diaphragm. We want to be breathing in this global, full way, which also touches upon our vagus nerve, which is the nerve that runs through the middle of your body that controls your autonomic nervous system.
Yeah.
I know too much about it because of my hypermobile body and my dysautonomia that I'm always aware of it. You know, sometimes I think for some people, like focusing on the breath can give them more anxiety. How would you speak to something like that for somebody?
Oh, that's so interesting.
Or have you ever had anybody mention that to you?
Yeah, I do think that like breath retention can absolutely be inappropriate for some people. There are so many different types of pranayama and there are so many different types of breathing techniques. Not all of them are going to be appropriate for every single person. And I think that it's about finding the type of breath patterns that are soothing and comforting for you. So I do hear that, and I think that that's absolutely a valid point. So it's just really about finding what works, but I ultimately think that being able to breathe in a way that offers a sense of support will ultimately bring us closer to what we're speaking to, which is a source of inspiration or a source of connection to spirit.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I also think that, so like focusing on your breath helps you get into the practice of pratyahara, right? You're like withdrawing the senses by focusing on the single pointed focus.
Right, it's that fourth limb.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think like with anything, sometimes you have to think about it a little bit in order for it to become second nature. It's kind of like the first time you take a yoga class, you don't know what warrior one is, you don't know how to go into down dog, you're looking around, and it's not actually kind of relaxing, it's like stressful.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like breath work is a similar thing. It's kind of like once you teach your body how to do it properly, it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Like if you're doing things wrong with your body and you go to physical therapy and they show you the correct way, at first it's hard and then it becomes easier.
Yeah, but I also think just like we're speaking to asana, which I think is really sometimes easier for people to understand because it's more tangible. It's gross. In the same way that you would adjust a posture for different bodies, instead of forcing a body into a shape because of the proper alignment, you would adjust the breath work for the different type of person, which is what we're speaking to, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so brilliant.
So sometimes it's not about like, eventually you'll get there, because sometimes that can be very daunting too, of like, I just have to keep practicing and then I'll get there. It's like, maybe you won't. Maybe this just isn't for you.
Or maybe you have to make an adjustment.
Like,
you know, I feel like I have a lot of people in bigger bodies in my class often, and I worked really hard on learning how to give options for people with bigger bodies. And like, you know, like being in like a seated Sukhasana fold, like literally you don't have anywhere to go because your body is stopping you and then you're not getting the stretch. So like knowing how to go, hey, to this person that you care about and you want them to enjoy their practice or connect to their practice, be like, hey, either take pigeon or like lay down and put like figure 4 with your feet on the wall or something.
Yeah.
So that way they can still get the stretch that they need.
Yeah.
And it's appropriate for them.
if you didn't listen to our last episode, I'm looking at the. If you didn't listen to our last episode, you should. I'm looking at the computer. It's like no one's there.
Hello.
But because we were talking about different types of being present in different types of way, or like moving meditation. Something came to me of it might not even be the type of pranayama that's not necessarily working, but it's the environment in which you're practicing. Like sitting in your sukhasana to breathe might not work for everybody. Maybe you need to lie down. Maybe you need to take a walk.
Yeah.
To breathe, to practice your breath work. Maybe it's in your shower. Maybe it's in your bath.
Or maybe it's embodied. Yeah. Maybe it's like cow cat.
Yes.
Like you gotta move.
It's experimenting. It's all about experimenting.
Which is very Gemini.
Getting to the bottom of it. Being like, what works? Let's see. Let's try it out. Let's figure it out. Because I think what you were speaking to earlier is so right. I think we try to push these practices on everybody, and then when it doesn't work, we go, well, something's either wrong with you, or and then people go, something's wrong with me, or this doesn't work for me, and it's like full stop.
Yeah. Instead of it being like, well, let's try a different way. Let's try a different path. So what are some practices, I guess, that we can call out for people to try that are pranayama practices, that are breath practices, that are maybe more accessible? What would you start with?
Oh, okay. I would start with, I think a really simple breath is a mantra breath. We had spoken about that. Inhale, maybe I, exhale, am. You don't even have to use Sanskrit. You're just inhaling I, exhale am, or inhale, exhale om, you had mentioned.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
Or inhale sat, exhale
nam. That's one of my faves.
Yeah, it's like I am.
I am. I got that tattooed on my body. I do it every time. I do it every time.
I also like, I usually start with like an apajapa breathing, which is just breath awareness. It's just like watching the path of your breath without changing it. Like making sure to cue that if you are a teacher is like, you don't have to fix it. Like sometimes we go, okay, watch, like, take an inhale and an exhale. It's like we immediately manipulate the breath. I'm like, just back up a little bit, just let things breathe. Like, just watch it for a second before you try to manipulate it.
Yeah, I love that. Same. I always give some space just to breathe.
Yeah. Just to like connect to the flow, or even like you can physically feel the breath in your body, the flow of it, your hand rising and falling. That's helpful, I think. Mm-hmm. And then we also have Nadi Shodhana, which is one of my faves.
Yeah.
It's my girl.
Yeah. It's a really nice balancing breath.
Which is alternate nostril breath. Mm-hmm. And that is supposed to balance out the nadis of your body, like the right and the left sides, mm-hmm. the hemispheres of the body, the brain, the energy.
Mm-hmm. Box breath is a nice one. I mean, this one is a breath retention practice. So again, we were talking about this earlier. It doesn't feel great for everybody. It's one that you would want to try, and then if doesn't work, let it go. But you're inhaling for a count, holding the breath for that same count, exhaling for that same count, holding the breath out for that same count. I personally really enjoy this breath. It feels really grounding. For someone who is who likes to control things, it feels like I feel like I'm in control of my breath, but in a way that feels very healthy.
Yeah. The other one, just to piggyback off that, is counting the breath. Usually I count to 10 and start over. So I'll inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2. That was like the first meditation that I learned in my teacher training. Great. And I can, like, because I've trained my brain to meditate with that, I can drop into meditation like that.
Because you're lengthening your breath, your exhale, which is, yeah. Yeah,
I'm lengthening my exhale, and I'm also putting my mind onto something, mm-hmm. Right, which helps us stay in control a little bit.
Absolutely. It's a focus. It's a focus thing, too. Yeah.
I think it's all just to say, if you are feeling stuck out there, if you are feeling a little hopeless, a little bit of lacking inspiration, use this time to breathe.
To breathe.
To give yourself some space and allow yourself to try new things and stay curious. That's the part of the practice I think that we can all hook into on this Gemini space, is to try new things.
Try new things. Breathe. Breathe to move that energy through the body. Breathe to feel moved. To feel moved.
To feel moved and allow things to flow. And even focusing on exhaling and letting go a little bit, which is that aparigraha practice. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening, and please subscribe. Write us a comment. We'd love to hear it. Give us a rating. It means so much to us, and it really helps us. Share the pod with a friend. All the things. We'd love to get it out there more, and
we appreciate you.
Yeah. Happy new moon.
Happy new moon. Happy birthday, Geminis.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Geminis, you twins. The Universe Called podcast with Natalie Burtney and Courtney Sauls. Theme music by Chit Cray, Studio Inertia. Special thanks to Donna and Robbie Falks.